What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this beautifully pleasant Monday. I'm doing well myself. Well, we have a story right here, and it just seems like the Google team is no short of malicious scandals. This has been going on for years now, okay? Back in 2013, we had Google Exec Forrest Hayes, okay, was selling his yacht in Santa Cruz. And when he happened to call a call girl by the name of Alix Tichelman, okay? And it is said that Alix Tichelman basically, engaged in heroin with this man and Valium and all this kind of stuff. Well, as a result of that, Forrest Hayes lost his life, okay? And when I read the story, basically it said that she shot him in the head. You understand what I mean? After he, took the dose of heroin. But that never happened as an aspect with a gun, But the thing is this, she served 5 years as a result of engaging in this alleged shooting of heroin and drugs and whatever else and sex and everything else, Up until now, nobody ever heard her side of the story of it, So what we want to sit back and do is listen to a brief news clip of interview as to what went down on that yacht that day, okay? So without further ado, let's check this out.
Right, never before has anyone heard from Tichelman in regards to her perspective on what happened that night. Tonight, you will hear from her about the night she killed former Google executive Forrest Hayes.
When he fell unconscious, I did try to revive him to no avail.
Nearly 5 years after Alix Tichelman was convicted of a crime that sounds like the plot of a Hollywood movie, she's finally speaking out.
That was my second time meeting Forrest Hayes.
Hayes was a 51-year-old millionaire Google executive. He was married with 5 children. On November 23, 2013, he invited Tichelman on his yacht, the Escape, parked in the Santa Cruz harbor.
When I first got to the boat, he gave me Valium and we sat down and, didn't even have a full glass of wine and ate some food. He was very adamant about doing the drugs.
Tichelman brought heroin at Hayes' request.
Despite what police say, we never had sex. He wasn't interested in that. He was more interested in partying.
That party included Valium, alcohol, and eventually heroin.
He seemed perfectly sober to me. If I had known both of those pieces of information that I know now, I would have never let him take the drugs.
Hayes lost consciousness moments after Tichelman injected him with the drug.
It just looked like he had passed out. I know that in the past I've done drugs and passed out and not woken up till 24 hours later. And so I figured it was something like that, which was wishful thinking.
Tichelman says a coroner determined Hayes died almost instantly. Police say, according to the surveillance video from the boat, Tichelman sipped wine, grabbed her purse, and calmly left the yacht as Hayes was dying.
That's not the case at all. I was in a complete panic. I just wanted to make it look like no one had been there so that I didn't get him in trouble with his wife or the police or his workplace.
So Tichelman drove home to Northern California.
As I was driving home, I stopped the car multiple times and I was just agonizing over calling 911.
But she never called. Now, after a conviction and a 3-year prison sentence, Tichelman says she now feels remorse.
I wish I could go back and change what happened, but I can't, and that's something that I have to live with and something that his family has to live with.
Now, as we mentioned before, after Tichelman served her sentence, she was deported to Canada. Dan Aaron, that's where she says she's currently living, quote, a clean and sober life.
All right.
Interesting. All right.
Wow. Look how Mr. Hayes' wife and his family found out about his extracurricular activities away from home. You understand what I'm saying? Now, there's no doubt that this man will probably still be on this side of the Gulf to this day, had he not been engaging in these kind of affairs right here with this vampiric looking ass woman right here. She looks just like a vampire. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, it seems like to me it's a lot of stuff is being uncovered, with Google and what have you, from this situation right here and the shady dealings, and monopolizing the search engines of, other corporations or what have you. I mean, just the hits just keeps coming. And that's basically what it is, you understand what I'm saying? As for this woman right here, I doubt very seriously if she's, living a clean life, you know what I'm saying, or whatever at this particular time. I really do. I mean, vampire, raw. I just don't buy that, But I don't understand how come they said, that he was actually, she shot him in the head. Now that makes a little sense. Let me see if I can find that right quick. Let's look. Let's go over here. Yeah, it says here, Google Exec overdosed on heroin and was shot in the head by escort on his yacht. As you can see, well, none of that ever even came up in her interview. And the coroner did say that, he died from the drugs, asphyxiation and all that kind of stuff. And that's just what it is. Yeah, so here's another bad look for Google. You understand what I'm saying? Of what they're doing behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Engaging in drugs and what have you. Not to generalize, all Google execs or whatever, but hey, this is just not a good look. But what say you people? Tell me what you think about this particular story right here. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on it. Like, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.